Hi, I'm Adam Lovelock from Coconut Creatives, and this is Whiteboard Weekly number 32. This week's Whiteboard Weekly is about native communication. So how can you communicate with your prospects and your customers in a way that's natural to them? Because the way we communicate is changing all the time. So the first thing is to think about how you currently communicate with your customers and prospects. And from a business point of view, the most likely avenues you use are phone calls and email. Now, going back 15, 20 years ago, phone calls and email probably were the most effective way of communicating with people. But just think how you communicate on a daily basis with friends and family. The likelihood is now you're using text, you're using WhatsApp, you're using Facebook Messenger. So actually, phone and email are not as effective as they used to be. And when you've only got to look at email marketing open rates, so in the last 15 years, they've gone from 42% to 17%. So people are checking their email less, they're not opening as many emails as they used to. 68% of people now would rather text than make a phone call. And 3 out of 10 of people say they would actually give up using phones for making calls completely and just focus on text messaging. So it's really changing. And if you're just relying on phone calls and email as your main way of doing business with people, the chances are you're not communicating or not getting as much engagement as you could be. So where do people communicate now? Well, certainly myself, I use WhatsApp probably more than I do make phone calls, and I think that's true of most people. So how could you use things like WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger to engage more with your prospects and your customers? And these days, through instant chat, through chatbots, there's lots of ways of doing this. And I think every business needs to start thinking about how they can communicate more natively with their customers and prospects and not rely on some of the old ways and means that we have done in the past. So I hope you found that interesting. If you have any comments, please do comment below.